10. Cristiano Ronaldo. Total assets, $460 million. Cristiano Ronaldo is viewed as the best soccer player ever. He is the record-breaking driving objective scorer in the UEFA Champions League, and 5-time FIFA Player of the Year. Cristiano Ronaldo is drawing closer almost $1 billion in profession income, in consolidated compensation and supports. No other soccer player has reached the $1 billion achievement in their professions. Ronaldo is one of the genuine total assets profiles in this rundown of most extravagant competitors. His total assets comes absolutely from the round of soccer. He's likewise the most followed competitor via web-based networking media, with 200 million Instagram supporters.
Nine. Eddie Jordan. Total assets, $475 million. Eddie Jordan is a previous Irish race vehicle driver, yet earned the vast majority of his total assets in business. In the wake of winning the Irish Kart Championship in 1971, he joined Formula Ford in 1974, joined Formula 3 years later, at that point proceeded to do testing for McLaren. He later established his own Formula 1 group, Jordan Grand Prix, which worked from 1991 to 2005. Despite the fact that the numbers weren't openly discharged, it's been supposed that Eddie later sold the group for between $50 million to $90 million to Midland Group. Since the deal, he has been filling in as a TV character for dashing occasions, however has been bringing in critical cash through speculations.
8. LeBron James. Total assets, $480 million. LeBron James is a NBA whiz, acquiring around $40 million every year in pay. He is additionally the most generously compensated competitor in the NBA in supports, procuring around $50 million every year. In this initial 10 seasons in the NBA, he earned $126 million in pay and $326 million in supports. Throughout the years, LeBron has taken his income from b-ball and put it in different endeavors. He possesses his own creation organization, his own media organization, is a band together with Cindy Crawford and Arnold Schwarzenegger in a well-being and health organization, and claims 19 Blaze Pizza establishments. 7. Floyd Mayweather. Total assets, $505 million. Floyd Mayweather is a world popular boxing champion with all-out profession rewards of over $1 billion. During his pinnacle, Floyd was the most generously compensated competitor on the planet, winning up to $300 million every year from boxing, and around $10 million every year in supports. He was additionally notorious for promoting his riches. In 2013, preceding his battle versus Saul Alvarez, Floyd flashed his financial balance on live TV, which demonstrated $123 million in his record. His generally notable, and most generously compensated, battle was in 2017 versus Conor McGregor. That solitary battle produced $550 million in income, with $275 million of that going to Floyd. In any case, he needed to pay quite a bit of that in charges, in addition to $22 million in charges owing from 2015, and he left with not exactly 50% of that, $160 million. 6. Roger Staubach. Total assets, $600 million. Roger Staubach joined the Dallas Cowboys in 1969. Compensations for NFL players were much littler at that point, and he just earned $25,000 in pay. He would proceed to win 2 Super Bowls from 5 appearances. Notwithstanding, Roger Staubach earned the vast majority of his total assets through endeavors outside of sports. As a dad of 3 at 27 years old, he understood that he required a reinforcement plan on the off chance that he got harmed and couldn't accommodate his family. He began the Staubach Company in 1977, and bet everything on this land business when he resigned in 1979. By 2008, the Staubach Company had 1,100 representatives in 50 workplaces. He sold his organization that year to Jones Lang LaSalle for $613 million.
5. Michael Schumacher. Total assets, $600 million. Michael Schumacher is viewed as the best Formula One racer in history with 7 big showdowns, and is one of the most generously compensated competitors ever. He's earned an expected $1 billion from his vocation. At the pinnacle of his profession, he was assessed to make $80 to $100 million every year from driving, and $50 million every year from supports. Four. Enchantment Johnson. Total assets, $600 million. Irvine Enchantment Johnson Jr. is viewed as one of the best ball players to ever live. He played 13 years for the Los Angeles Lakers and resigned in 1996 in the wake of finding he had HIV. Enchantment Johnson earned $25 million in compensation from his vocation in the NBA. The majority of his riches originated from enterprise and speculations after he resigned from ball. Three. Tiger Woods. Total assets, $800 million. Since the time-turning star in 1996, Tiger Woods has been commanding the PGA visit. Today, he is viewed as the best golf player in history with $120 million in vocation income. He is the main golf player to split the $100 million income mark. Tiger Woods got a Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2019, was named Sports Illustrated Sportsperson of the Year in 2000 and 1996, won 82 PGA Tours and made 20 recorded opening-in-ones. At the point when you all out the entirety of his golf-related profit, for example, supports, appearance charges, course configuration expenses, and so forth, he's earned $1.5 billion from the sport of golf.
Two. Particle Tiriac. Total assets, $1.2 billion. Numerous 20 to 30-year-olds have never known about Iron Tiriac, yet he's a very rich person worth $1.2 billion and one of the best competitors ever. Particle is a twofold danger. While his fundamental game was tennis, he likewise played for Romania in the 1964 Winter Olympics. He resigned in the 1970s, instructed top players for some time, at that point started his business and speculation adventures. Today he runs Tiriac Group, which works together and puts resources into different various parts like land and money-related administrations. 1. Michael Jordan. Total assets, $2.2 billion. Michael Jordan is the world's most extravagant competitor, and is likewise viewed as the best player ever in the NBA. He won 6 titles with the Chicago Bulls and earned $90 million in all-out compensation during his profession in the NBA. Most of his riches, $1.7 billion, was produced using sponsorship bargains from organizations like Nike, Hanes, and Gatorade, and furthermore from corporate accomplices and speculations. Michael Jordan is presently resigned, and part proprietor of the Charlotte Hornets.